We woke up this morning with the news of a new murder. I am 100% sure that this murder was committed by the murderer called Shadow again. They underestimated him. I knew from the first murder he committed and from the note he left that he was a very dangerous person. I told the colonel and the others that the situation was going to get worse, but they didn't listen to me. Now we are at a point where the situation is much more dire. We looked at the security camera footage. The killer entered the house through the back door. The technique he used to open the door shows he's a pro. He sneaked up behind his victim with his knife. The victim did not hear the killer because he was listening to music with headphones. Eventually, the killer slit the victim's throat with his knife and walks away without leaving any evidence behind. We finally know what the murderer named Shadow looks like.
Exactly, sir. We are still at the beginning of the road, but I have no doubt that we will catch this killer.
Sir, you seem very certain that Shadow committed this murder. What did you see that I couldn't see?
Trust me. I am very sure about this. It's a murder as clean and faultless as yesterday's murder. Considering the note left, this murder is not a coincidence. We returned from the crime scene to the police station with almost no evidence. There are many questions that plague my mind. Who is the killer? Why is he killing people? Why is he leaving a note? Do these murders have anything in common? All these questions need to be answered. Although it is difficult, we will get through this.
We have been trying for hours, but we cannot reach a conclusion because the information we have is limited. I am about to go crazy. Let's take a break and eat.
Okay.
Check this out.
We hid the murders. How could they have learned?
These journalists learn everything. Probably has a police relative or informants.
This is very bad. Dealing with the killer is hard enough. If the media gets involved, we're done.
How about we reach out to this journalist and pressure him to remove her news? Thus, the news will be denied and we will be freed from media pressure.
This can cause trouble for us. If this journalist is determined, she will not remove her news despite the pressure and will tell people that we put pressure on her. If that happens, we will burn completely. While dealing with the murderer, we must deal with the media.
Now
What is it again, Anderson? Aren't you tired of constantly calling me?
Sir, I am not happy to be bothering you all the time. However, the killer named Shadow continues his murders and there is nothing we can do for now. There is no evidence. No clue. Worst of all, the events are slowly spreading to the media. If we continue to hide the murders and don't take this seriously, we will end up badly.
Are you trying to teach me how to do my job? You are the reason we are in such a bad situation, not me. You failed at this job. You're going to catch one of the killers we've seen hundreds of times before. Do your job properly or you will suffer the consequences.
But sir.
Shut up. Get back to work and find and catch that killer before things get too big. Otherwise, you don't even want to guess what's going to happen to you.
This job. I can only trust my team. Even if we don't have much evidence, we are going to figure this out. As you all know, all these events spread rapidly in the media. The Shadow still roams the streets and we have almost no evidence. But that will not deter us. We will fix all these problems. As long as we do our best to catch this murderer as soon as possible. Are you with me?
We are with you.
Despite all the warnings of my friends, I published my news. I know I could get into trouble with the police because of the news I published, but I couldn't just sit around doing nothing while people were dying. I'm an honorable journalist and I'm relieved to have done my part. The news I made received a lot of attention. Let's see what people have to say about this. Anyway, working hours are over. I can get ready to leave work.
Hey, Scarlett. A letter came for you half an hour ago.
Is it letter? What century are we in?
I was also wondering about the answer to this question. I think you have an old friend. Anyway, see you later.
See you. What idiot would rather write a letter than use a technology called email? What? There's something written on the envelope.
Being courageous can sometimes be seen as an honorable act, but in fact, contrary to popular belief, it is stupidity. Courageous people attract the attention of others by attracting all the attention. And you made the biggest mistake of your life by getting my attention.